push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we write the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we own thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back tie, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fists might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We own the back top, we own the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes.
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Losing is not even fun.
All right. Well, it's Monday night. We got the Monday night fight right here on the Highline Racing Network. I'm Tommy Rogers, and I'll be your broadcaster tonight. And, a lot of things have transpired over the last couple of days. To be real, a lot of things have been going down over the last month or so, Things have been on the up and up. We've gotten to work with TWRS as they've sponsored the Highline Racing Network League, working with Admin Box, helping promote their stuff. They're helping promote us back in the way their Discord is set up. I love it. It's a network, much like how the Highline Racing Network is, and we really appreciate how Admin Box helps promote other people. So definitely, if you need a button box, if you need to make your life easier as you're going to administer races on iRacing, you definitely need to look into the Admin Box. So check those guys out, and if you need any help getting linked up with them, just reach out. In addition to that, things have just been on the up and up. It really has. The league has surpassed over 210. I think we're right around 214 to be exact members in the Highline Racing League. We've gotten to a point now where you're going to start seeing us a lot more. We were only broadcasting on Sunday nights for the league, but now we're going to start broadcasting races throughout the week. Fridays, Saturdays, we're going to hit it up a lot. We're looking to bring you guys some top tier racing, and I'm gonna do the best I can to get you some decent broadcasting. I can assure you this: we're going to dial this in. We're going to figure out exactly how we want to do it, because this is the first step of something so much bigger. I fully anticipate we're going to continue to run broadcasted, hosted races throughout the week till the end of time. And with that said, we're also going to, next season, as our current season is coming to an end here in a few weeks, but for the next season, we're looking at maybe going a little bit more hardcore, going into the actual league, running with the same guys every week through the league sessions in iRacing, and really focusing on the team aspect as well, points for the teams, etc. And then at the same time, just constantly, building on the hosted races throughout the course of the week, and who knows, maybe eventually leading to other divisions within the Highline Racing Network League that we would run on different nights of the week. But most importantly, it could also affect how we go about running the show on the Highline Racing Network. The Highline, everybody loves the show. It's geared towards the league right now, as it covers everything about the league, and we try to throw a twist on it. We try to make it funny, but we wanted to make it informative with what we can do with AI, and just trying to make it a little bit more fun, than the next guy. So who knows? We might be able to incorporate some of that from what we do throughout the course of the week. But without further ado, we're going to do what we normally do. We're going to bounce around the track, and we're going to see who we got with us tonight. On top, we'll start it off at the top here. We got Brody Beaver. Good to see Brody out here. Brody there in the 5 car. Bentley Cole currently running second here in practice. there in the 77, it does look like. Man. These guys got some good looking cars out here. I like that Black Rifle car for sure. We got Eric Hayden in the house from AWR. There in the Pedley's Garage. Pedley's Garage, AWR, Highline. I see Team Watson racing across the side. He's got all the sponsors on there. Checking out Nicholas Milibran. Nicholas Milibran with Rust Belt Racing. Teammates with Sebastian Michaels. Good to see Nicholas Milibran coming back, getting into action. Just like that, we're taking a look at his teammate right there in the 26 car. Now we got Kyle Cameron. There, the captain of AWR. There in the 55 car. Alex Liebach coming in the LS8, showing up. Good to see you there in the 23. Big time Bubba Wallace fan. Big time. I know he was heartbroken how things kind of ended there at the end of Daytona 500 the other night. But now we're going to take a look at the Busch Light car driven by Max Tolman there in the 17. Good to see you. The voice of Highline Racing Network. Number 21, the Jet, Jim Segredo. Nick's Agricoli. Oh, yeah, looking pretty nice there in the green and dark navy blue. The Zone new jalapeno line. Looking good, Nick. Connor Phillips. He's making a little pit stop in here. Big time A-class driver. He will definitely be a force out here tonight. Hope he can stick around. He's a good one to watch. Brian Hayes is in the house. Brian Hayes of AWR representing the Highline Racing Network banner here tonight. Real nice. All right, guys. Well, as you know, we do episodes of the show, and as we're kicking this off, a lot of new guys are starting to take notice, and they're wanting to get involved, and they're wanting to see. Well, we're going to show you exactly what you can be a part of. So, take a look at this. We're going to show you episode 12 from the show on the Highline Racing Network.
Welcome back to the show, and listen up, because what I say next will shock you. That's right, Matthew Brown of SMT won in Daytona, and you're not going to want to miss these highlights. Give the people what they want.
Oh yeah, I got the highlights and more. And Jerry Fassett has made the top 5, so let's start there.
Man, I have to say, this is amazing, and if anybody talks crap today, I am gonna beat you with my fake leg.
Shut up, Jerry, before you spaz out again.
It was a close battle, and I think if lap cars were not at play, Escamilla would have won, but Trevor Haley of DHR takes the stage 1.
As we're coming to 19. Last lap right here to the stage break as Trevor Haley's leading it with Juan Escamilla right behind him. I'm really curious, with all the points on the line and with Juan Escamilla falling back from lead back into 4th spot, is Juan Escamilla going to try to make a move? Is he going to try to make a move and steal the stage out from underneath Trevor Haley, the points leader? Something's telling me he might. But right now it's making it difficult as they're coming around all these different lap cars. As Trevor Haley, Juan Escamilla is making a move. Juan Escamilla is making a move. He's on the bottom. Oh, my goodness. I do believe. Oh, he did not. It does not look like Juan Escamilla got it. Trevor Haley has gotten the stage.
Jerry Fassett of AWR started using Pedley's blinker fluid, and now he is in the top 5. S&M Motorsports need to get the hammer some of this because some drivers are starting to say glitch is a better nickname. Very true, girl. We are going to get to stage 2 right after this commercial break.
Well, butter my biscuit and fire up the engine, dog. Checkered Flag Chew tastes like Victory Lane and smells like you just lapped the field at Dega. Pack a lip, feel the horsepower, and let your taste buds take the checkered flag, brother.
Oh boy, that looks intense, but can you imagine how bad his breath would smell after that? Let's check out stage 2.
Trying to keep an eye on Ricky Miles, though. Ricky Miles just now coming out of the pits as these guys are barreling down. Matthew Brown right on him. Trevor Haley there behind him. Trevor Haley linked up with Porter. Now we're coming up to turn 3. They're battling right now. Trevor Haley on the high side. Here we go. Coming to stage 2. Who's going to win it? They're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. I can't tell. Oh, it looks like Randy got it. It looks like Randy got it. Randy Showers in the 22 of Dark Horse Racing beats out his partner, Trevor Haley, to take stage 2 right here in Daytona on the Highline Racing Network.
SMT's Matthew Brown pulls out the win after Alex Lebaugh turns Brian Hebbard and wrecks the leaders. See it all right here.
Here it comes. The white flag is out. This is it. This is it. Jaden Porter of Dark Horse leading the way. We love our Dark Horse friends. We do. But they dominate. We got them wrecking in the back. Looks like John Miles going around. We really want to see Brian Hebbard pull it out. We're rooting for you, Brian. Let's go, Lebaugh. Give it all you got. Push the 87. Oh, the 87 going around. The leader's wrecked. The leader's wrecked. Matt Brown. Matt Brown is taking the lead. It looks like Matt Brown is going to win. Matt Brown is going to win right here in Daytona. He is going to win. Wow. He has gotten the win. It's unofficial at the moment. It is unofficial at the moment.
It eventually became official. Brown of SMT won Daytona, but it was noted a 6-pack of the new Highline Slick Tire beer was found in the cockpit of his car. How is this not a disqualification is beyond me. Let's head down to hear from Matt Brown.
Look, I told Vern, the lead inspector, that it's not alcohol, it's just beer, and he agreed. So, yeah, I'm awesome and everyone else sucks.
Matt Brown refused to celebrate after so many were hurt, so he is just going to drink beer with Evan and Aaron, he says. On to stats. The 3 horsemen take the top 3 spots with Hayden and newcomer Jerry Fassett of AWR rounding out the top 5.
Let's finish up with a breakdown of Daytona with Tommy from the booth.
Looking forward to it.
So taking a look here at the results page, as you can see, Matt Brown wins on 1 lap led. The winner tonight is Ryan Wilson popping in with a podium finish in 2nd of AWR, and Ricky Miles, the CEO of S&M, he also pulling in a podium position. All in all, we had 12 different leaders tonight, 9 different green flag changes, a total of 3 cautions, 7 caution laps. Our hard charger of the evening, Kyle Cameron.
That's going to wrap this week's episode of the Show Up. We're always recruiting for top teams. Bring it iRacing community.
Shut up, Jerry, before you spaz out again. You shut up, Warren! I got nub juice on me.
in the veins, feeling like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. Head open pause. Every race I'm taking, you no more I leave a coast. Counting all the wins, it's me they love the most. Watch me wiggle, watch me jiggle. I'm the king now. You just a little. Watch me wiggle, watch me jiggle. I'm the king now. Just a little. Dark horse racing, the thrill.
All right, we're back live with you. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 12. That's what happens, after one of our league races. You'll see, we just had our league race Sunday night. So here in the coming days, episode 13 is going to come out. And it goes like that throughout the whole course of the season. It's one of the highlights of being a part of the Highline Racing Network League. And you also got to remember, it's free. To date, everything we've done is free. So by all means, come race with us more. Be ready for next season, man. It's gonna be even better. I promise you that. But who cares about the league? We got hosted races tonight. We got hosted races throughout the course of the week. So just remember, we're gonna make it fun and we're gonna make it cool every single night. We want you guys to race with us right here on the Highline Racing Network. So we're going to do what we can to give you the best product we can. And our admin team is top notch. And join the Discord. Join the Discord. Check us out on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And let us know. Let us know what you're into. Let us know what you want to see. And we'll make it happen. We definitely will make it happen. We're going to bounce around here, though. We're going to take a look at a few of these drivers. We got Bentley Cole. Bentley Cole right here. Let's see. I know we got some AWR teams out here. It's not, and maybe a Rust Belt Racing team. We're going to take a look at that real fast here. We do. We got some AWR drivers registered tonight. Eric Hayden, Kyle Cameron, Brian Hayes, Jack Cato, and Justin Lee Pearson. In addition to that, let's take a look at Rust Belt Racing. Currently looking for more drivers. Those guys, it's just Sebastian Michaels and Nicholas Millibrand. Now we'll look at guys like Brian Hubbard. Brian Hubbard's a solo as well tonight. He does have a teammate in Michael Jennings, but Michael Jennings is not registered just yet. Not sure if he's going to make it tonight. These guys are top-notch drivers with CNY Garage. Keep an eye out on the 87 at all times. He's been in the position to win 2 weeks in a row, leading on the bottom line at Dover with about a lap to go. At Daytona with about a lap to go. Gets spun, gets wrecked. Man, I feel bad for the dude. He's one of the best guys. He's a great driver, patient, very, articulate with the way his strategy is devised, He's not that guy that's just going to come up there and just be right in the front of the pack, unless the strategy calls for it. If he feels there's a better strategy, he'll utilize that. Him and Michael Jennings are top-notch drivers. Keep an eye out for CNY Garage throughout the course of the week. Keep an eye on them throughout the Highline Racing Network week. Looking at guys like Tyler Hoffman, all these guys here. These are all guys that are randoms tonight. This is the team random, team of randoms, if you will. Some of these guys may have teammates, but they haven't reported. They haven't become a part of the community in the Highline Racing Network. So if you guys want your own team like you just seen, it doesn't take much, man. Reach out to me. Send me a logo or I'll make one for you. We'll work on that, no problem. No charge, of course. And then we'll get you guys put all your teammates in, and Boom, every time we come into a race, you're in it. We click on the team, we click on you. It's going to display your team. So, like I said, it'll look just like this. Pretty cool. So, at the end of the day, if that's something you're interested, reach out. All right. Gonna hop over here and take a look at Joshua Sprague. Joshua Sprague there in the 29. I'm not sure, but I do believe he has raced with us in the past. Tyler Hoffman right there behind him in the Postal Service car. 25. Good to see you, Tyler Hoffman. Tyler Hoffman, a little newer to the scene, coming in C-class driver on the come up though. According to the reports we're being given as we speak, Tyler Hoffman is better than the class, better than the C-class. A lot of guys refer to him as a A-class driver with a C-class license. So it's just a matter of time. That's all that is. We got Christian Tinkler in here tonight. Christian Tinkler, also a pretty known C-class driver on the come up. Good to see Christian out here. Jerry Bergeron. Jerry Bergeron, no stranger. Jerry Bergeron is a big-time driver, man. He runs quite a bit in the Highline Racing Network and several other racing series across iRacing. Most people know old Jerry Bergeron, and you know, he's like the rest of us. You know, he has the good days and the bad days, but Jerry Bergeron has been on the up and up lately and is having more good days than bad. That is for sure. We got Sebastian Michaels of Rust Belt Racing. I really like that checkered pattern there on the back of that car, Sebastian. Good stuff. Whoever's your painter, props to him. We'll talk about the race a little bit. We're in Talladega. You know, some of the keys to success here are going to be, you're going to want to qualify up front. You know, it's definitely going to be safer for you there. You're going to want to be able to not just bump, especially in these cars. You don't want to just start slamming the car in front of you. You want to lightly tap, or you want to just lock on to his bumper and push. You can most definitely push with these cars all the way around Talladega without issue. You just manage your throttle, manage your brake, however you're wanting to do it, and you can stay right on the guy in front of you. Now, let's not do silly things like you're trying to catch up to lead pack and somebody wants to ride on the in the middle lane and side draft you. All you're going to do is slow that whole pack down, and you're never going to catch the lead pack if you do that. So make sure, you know, you're driving, you know, driving as a team. You know, you're going to have to team up with guys. You're going to have to find some friends and work with them. You're going to have some pushing partners. If you don't have it, you're not going to be successful tonight. In addition to that, you are also going to need to manage the battle of attrition. You know, we got quite a few drivers in here tonight. You know, you don't have to be going 3 wide, pushing it 4 wide. You don't always have to not lift, if you will. You know, you see that guy coming down, you know he's going to come across your nose. Is it really worth the wreck and the damage and the potential fast repair you're going to lose because you didn't lift, you know, just for a split second? You know, just battle that. You know, like I said, the first portion of this race is, you know, the guys you're racing against, but you got that battle of attrition going on. If you can just stay safe, you know, being there in the top 10 in the end, that's pretty easy to do. We're coming up here on about 6 or 7 minutes now before the race is going to be kicking off. We got qualifying going to be starting here in about 2 minutes. So we're going to kick the next portion of this off with a couple commercials as everybody gets ready for qualifying and right before we kick off the national anthem. So without further ado, let's check out racing.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right. Definitely check out Horsepower Coffee. Look them up on Facebook. Order you some custom coffee with some outstanding, it's outstanding coffee. You'll love it. All their beans are imported. And but the cool thing is you're an iRacer. You're a real racer. It doesn't matter. You can have your car put on, or your logo put on, that bag of coffee or those K-Pods, what have you. So definitely check out Horsepower Coffee. And for anybody that's kind of been on the edge of, hey, should I get into iRacing or not? Hopefully after you watch the iRacing commercial and after you watch this broadcast tonight, you're going to say, hell yeah, I'm getting a wheel, I'm getting me some pedals, I'm gonna get the whole thing and get racing with us, man. At the end of the day, I tell everybody I know, man, you don't know what you're missing. You really don't. Taking a look, though, let's take a look at our qualifiers as we're going right here. We got Cato up front right now with a 53.98. We got, Brian Ebbard jumping up with that 53.95. Wow, some outstanding times going right now. I'll let you guys know too, during one of these cautions, we'll even show you some of our fans. We'll show you some of the fans specifically from Sunday night, and as well as some crew chief interviews, so we'll let you guys see a few different things. Alex Leadball's in the race tonight. I don't know if he knows, but well, of course he does know, but I don't know if you know that it was in the fans and crew chief segments of the show, or I should say the pre-race show. Alex Leadball was disqualified. Check that out when we show you that under caution here in a little while. But in the meantime, we're going to get this going. We're going to get over to the national anthem. Get to your feet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we are back live as it looks like these guys are starting to get gridded up here. We're gonna go over to our other grid. We are gonna go over to our scrolling grid here. We're getting ready. It looks like maybe not everybody is, perhaps not everybody's gridded up just yet. All right, we're going to start going through these guys. We got Wyatt Couch in the front row in P1 with the pole position. Alex Lieball of LSH right there in P2. In row 2, we got Brian Ebert of CCH and Eric Hayden of AWR. We got Derek Jacobs and Zach Cato there in row 3. Nick Agricoli and Connor Phillips in row 4 and 7 and 8. Bentley Cole and Kyle Cameron there in the 55. We got Kieran Brugelli and Brian Hayes in row 6. Nicholas Millibrand and Jim Segredo, row 7. Gage Wenzel and Sebastian Michaels in row 8. Brittany Mitchell and Donovan Bixler there in row 9. Justin Lee Pearson and Kristen Tinkler in row 10. Stephen Jordan and Brody Deaver, row 11. Robert Lavelle and Rod Romas Jr., row 12. Joshua Sprague and Tyler Hoffman there in row 13. Gary Grant and Jacob Brilliant, row 14. Gary Bergeron and Caleb Smith in 15. Ryan Richardson and Cameron Stearns, row 16. Max Tolman and Gregory Smith following in row 17. Nate Blaisdell and Terry Wilson there in row 18. All right, we are coming up to turn 3. All right. We're up to turn 4. Wyatt Couch and Alex Lieball on pole. Going to be taking us green right here. Yeah, we're going green right now. Wyatt Couch is doing the honors tonight right here on the Highline Racing Network in Talladega, and the green flag is out. It's going to be a battle all night long. Alex Lieball there on the high side. He's battling him already with Wyatt Couch. Eric Kate on the the top side, right behind Lee Ball, pushing with Zach Cato. 2 AWR guys right there on the high line, right behind LSH's Alex Lee Ball. Are they going to get in front of the bottom line and drop down? Or are they going to stick it out with Alex Lee Ball for a while? Or is Alex Lee Ball going to suspect that they're going to sell him out and he's going to drop low? What's it going to be? They're still neck and neck, 2 rows deep. Alex Lee Ball and Eric Hayden gaining ground big time as they're pulling out 2.5 cars in front of the bottom line. Is the bottom line going to be able to withstand the relentless push of the AWR drivers right behind LSH as all 3, to include Phillips there in the 60 car, all drop down in front of the bottom line? We're 3 wide, about mid-pack right now. Three wide all the way up to about 4th row back. We're over in the Highline Racing Network blimp at the moment. Three wide, about 6 rows back. We got a few cars already below the yellow. Looks like we've got a guy pitting already. Derek Jacobs has entered pit lane. Not sure. We got some guys in chat. We got somebody cheering on Tyler Hoffman. We're definitely going to get eyes on Tyler Hoffman. That's how the Highline Racing Network, does things. If you got fans, if they're cheering you on in the chat, we're going to get you on the air, bud. Keep an eye. We're going to be bouncing around, but we're definitely going to show Tyler Hoffman. We got Tyler Hoffman there as he's right below the mellow yellow car there in the Postal Service car, the 25. Keep an eye on Tyler Hoffman as he's trying to battle. He's currently in 25th. He's probably hanging back. He's probably playing it safe. He took that battle of attrition to heart. He's gonna wait it out because everybody knows the big one's gonna come. The question is when. And are you gonna be in front of it? Or are you gonna be sinking out? Taking a look here at the leader, Alex Lee Ball, still battling with Brian Hebert, making a move. He's now on into the middle line. 3 wide, 7 cars deep. Zach Cato right there with Eric Hayden. We got eyes on Brian Hayes. Brian Hayes of AWR there in the 47, running the middle line. TWRS, Team Watson Racing setups across the back. We got Nicholas Millibrand of Rust Belt Racing. There in the 89. Currently in 6th start. Oh, we got him going around. The 40 car. Several cars, but for sure we had the 40 car. Caleb Smith, we're going to go check it out. Watching Caleb Smith here. We're going to take that back just a little bit. See if we can't get a better view. All right, we're going to watch it right here. Quarter speed. Watching Caleb Smith here. Caleb Smith there in the 40. He's below the yellow at the moment. Trying to avoid it. But bam. He gets... Looks like, yep, the 25 came down on him. We'll back it up a little bit here. The 25 comes down on the car below him. Comes down on the 5, it looks like. Bam, takes him out, causes the wreck. We're going to keep an eye on the 25, Ty Hoffman. He's got fans in here. He's going to get that car fixed up. But we're going back live. Yeah, Todd Hoffman, he's got 3 fast repairs, so he's gonna get that car into the pits, get it fixed, and he'll be back out here on track. And when the caution comes out at stage at lap 25, he's gonna get all his laps back, and along with anybody else that loses, goes down a lap, they'll get those laps back under caution. Then we'll do it again right to lap 50 for stage 2. It's like Todd just now coming out. Alex Leadball, Eric Aiden, Zachary Cater, Connor Phillips, and Sebastian Michaels. Our top 5 through 9.5 laps. We're going to take a look at our fastest 5. Currently, our fastest 5-lap average is Gary Grant with a 49.8. Jerry Bergeron, Nicholas Billebrand, Justin Lee Pearson, and Sebastian Michaels. Currently, though, the lap leaders, Alex Leeballs has 8, Brian Hebbard 1. And my favorite, the biggest gainers, Jerry Bergeron, up 25 spots at the moment. Jerry Bergeron, they're leading the race at the moment as Alex Leeball has pitted. We'll get eyes on those guys. Trying to see if we can get eyes on Alex Leeball here. Alex Leeball did not pit. I apologize. Alex Leeball just fell back a little there as they got passed by Jared Bergeron and Nick Agricoli, along with Justin Lee Pearson of AWR. On board here with Jerry Bergeron just for a moment as we're coming through turn 4. Moving back to Alex Leeball. Alex Leeball right behind. Looks like right behind Justin Lee Pearson in the AWR Ford number 58 car. We're now looking at Nick Agricoli is taking the lead with Rod right behind him in the 39. I remind everybody, stage 1 will be at lap 25. Oh, we got the 8. Nick is going around. Cato's going around. A lot of cars. We're going to go back and see if we can't get eyes on some of that. we're going to go back right about here. See if we can't get eyes on this. Take it back just a hair here. Starts with the lead pack. Recorder speed 39. Looks like, taking a look at the lead car there, he goes middle, washed up more than likely, comes back down across the nose there, the 39, kicking off this wreck as he's going to swing right around, tagging Eric Hayden in the AWR 00, causing that line to significantly check up as Zach Cato gets spun and takes a major hit there. And we'll bring it back one more time and bring it back full speed just for a moment from Zach Cato's perspective here. And then we'll take this back live. And here we go. Zach Cato there in the blue 6 car, down low. There it goes, the spin. Not near as bad. I think Zach Cato got the worst of it, but not near as bad as that wreck could have been. But we're going back live. Jerry Bergeron leading the way. Currently they're driving with Justin Lee Pearson. Justin Lee Pearson of AWR. We're going to bounce around and take a look at some of these drivers. We're not going to hold it here on the front pack all night. Looks like these guys have got it under control. We're going to take a look at Jim Sagridu. Jim Sagridu there in the 21 AWR car. We got Nate Blaisdell. Nate Blaisdell's in the house. They're in the 15. Good to see Nate with us tonight. Always welcome, Nate. Bring the boys. We got Caleb Smith. Oh, we got him going around. It looks like Tyler Hoffman has crashed. We're going to go back and take a look at that really quick. Not sure. All right, here we go. We're going to bring that back just a hair. It looks like Hoffman has now been involved in 2 separate wrecks. Let's see if we can't pinpoint what's going on here. Definitely not Tyler Hoffman's fault. Definitely not. That looks like that could have been the 5. We also got Brittany Mitchell. Brittany Mitchell looks like she got turned there by the 30, the mellow yellow. I think it's the 38 car. Wow, that is not the way to do it there. We're going to take it back live. Get eyes on the 4. Get eyes on our leader for a moment. Front pack still running clean. Alex Leiball, Jerry Bergeron, Justin Lee Pearson, Rod Romas Jr., Gage Wenzel, and Joshua Sprague. Stephen Jordan, Zach Cato, Kyle Cameron, Christian Tinkler rounding out the top 10. As that 23 Xfinity car is filling it tonight as he's going down pit road. See if we can get eyes on, see if we can see him slide through the pits, or if he's gonna hit his marks. All eyes are on you right now, Alex Leiball. I can't believe he's pitting alone though. Wow. We're going to take a look at the 3 more drivers. We got number 7, Jacob Brilliant in here. Started 28th, up 4 spots, up to 24. Robert Lavelle, good friend Robert Lavelle there in a Budweiser car. He's hanging back. He's a tactical driver, so he's playing a strategy, I guarantee it. Ryan Richardson. There in the 35 monster car. Connor Phillips currently dropped back to 13th. There was Sebastian Michaels right behind him. Brian Hebbard, he has dropped back significantly as well, back all the way to 18th. Zach Cato up at currently in 7th, cycling between 6 and 7. His teammate right behind him into 55, Kyle Cameron. Curie in there in that mellow yellow. Do believe it was Curie in that wrecked Brittany Mitchell. Hopefully there's no bad blood there. Stephen Jordan here in the 3 car, being tracked by iRacing as number 8 tonight. As we're getting ready to start getting closer to our stage, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get linked back up with Justin Lee Pearson. Looks like Justin Lee Pearson is coming out of the pits. Joshua Sprague looks like he's being scored the leader at the moment. Oh, wow. He has just spun out, hit the wall. Comes down right in front of Justin Lee Pearson. Looks like he probably accidentally downshifted. But we're watching Justin Lee Pearson now. Justin Lee Pearson tracked as leader with Jerry Bergeron right behind him in 2nd. We got indications of a crash. Eric Hayden has crashed. We're going to have to check it out here in a little bit. We're not leaving the lead now. Jerry Bergeron making his move. He's going to overtake Justin right here. I'm not sure. We're we're gonna get the tower out of the way, as we're gonna be watching to see if Justin Lee Pearson is able to overtake Jerry Bergeron to pick up stage 1 right here in Talladega. Something tells me that Justin Lee Pearson is playing it smart. I personally think he let Jerry Bergeron come around him so he can draft him and he can build that speed anytime now. Is he going to do it? Justin Lee Pearson, is he going to do it? It does not look like he is. And Jerry Bergeron is going to take the stage right here in Highline Racing Network's Monday Night Fight. Congratulations to Jerry Bergeron for winning stage 1. Really surprised that we didn't see Justin Lee Pearson make his move there. Really surprised. We're going to go back quick, though. We're going to get eyes on the Eric Hayden crash, and then we also got Bentley Cole crash. We're going to get eyes on both. This is a crash. Looks like they both crashed together. Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna go and look at Bentley Cole for a moment. Bentley Cole just comes in there and isn't able to get out of the way. Tags Eric Hayden. We're gonna go back live. And while we're under caution, we're going to go ahead and let you guys see the fans episode from this past race yesterday. Check it out. See what you got to look forward to before every race. You'll see these in our pre-race show.
My whole family is here to support Brandon Bikey. We all took racing lessons from TWRS and fell in love with the team. Let's freaking go!
Matt Brown gave me VIP tickets today, so I plan on hanging out with those high and mighty types, hoping to get in a fight with a DHR wife or something.
Just as I thought, it's out by over 2 inches. You guys are disqualified. Alex Leball ruined our race in Daytona, and I can assure you he probably will not be racing tonight, but if he does, we are sending him straight into the wall on lap 1.
If Trevor Haley does not win today, I am gonna shave my freaking head, and I ain't even playing. All those other Cato fans are number 2 to me.
Okay.
I have all these podcasts and now this brand new tattoo on my arm. Let's go, Cato!
Mike was muted. We apologize. Back to you now. We do apologize for having our mute mited there, or I can't even talk now that I'm back on comms. Our mic was muted and we do apologize. Not exactly sure how long, probably since we went back green, so we're probably looking at 6 or 7 minutes, I would think. Nick Agricoli pushing it hard now up front. Watching him there in the zone. New jalapeno lime car. Justin Lee Pearson pushing him hard. Zach Cato fell back to 15 as we got an indication of a Stephen Jordan wreck. We're going to go take a look at it. We're going to bring it back just a little. See what exactly happened with Steve Jordan there. We got it at quarter speed there. Steve Jordan there. He's actually in the 3 car. Eric Hayden's getting spun around. He comes down into the 3, getting Zach Cato and Brian Hebert involved in. Wow, Eric Hayden. That's another fast repair. More than likely wheel damage on the 3 car as well. We're back live. Oh, just in time as these guys are going around up front. We're going to bring it back right there and rewind that, and we're going to get eyes on what just happened. That's up in the front of the pack, it looks like. Oh, the 60 just gets loose. Just gets loose, and that is definitely a big one. As I see the 89, the 21, Eric Hayden, the 77. So many cars involved in that one. But that all started with the 60 up front getting loose. It was Connor Phillips. We'll bring it back one more time. Kyle Cameron, Ryan Richardson, so many guys involved in that one. You really got to see it, how drastic it is when you lose control like that. I'm going to take this at full speed so you get the full effect. Here we go. He gets bumped. It throws him out of whack, actually. He didn't just get loose. He took a little bump right there on the front left. That is unfortunate, Connor. We thought you just got loose. That is indeed not what happened. You were tapped right there on your wheel. That front fender threw you all out of whack, especially going into that turn there. New leader, Caleb Smith with Jerry Bergeron, Wenzel, Michaels, Nick Agricoli, rounding out your top 5. As we're now up to lap 37, coming to lap 38, about 12 laps to go to stage 2. Looking at Caleb Smith, he did take only 2 tires. Sebastian Michaels had 4, as well as Jared Bergeron. But the damage still the top guys here. Wyatt House, Brent Bentley Cole, and Eric Hayden. Over 4 minutes of time spent in the pits. So we definitely know Eric. Whoa, we got another one going around. Oh, wow. The zone car is involved. Several cars involved. We're going to go check Tyler Hoffman. He's involved. Wow, that is definitely at least the second big wreck Tyler Hoffman has caused tonight. You got to know when to lift. You can't just keep it floored. You can't. Sometimes, even when you're on a guy's bumper, you have got to lift. And your 4th car deep right there, probably not even necessary to be pushing that guy. Just want to stay tight and close. Gets down on the apron and turns the zone 8 car. Steven Jordan, no. We also got indications of Greg Wenzel. Greg got tagged there on the left, spins him around. Some guys not being patient tonight whatsoever, as we're going to go back live. Watching these guys here as Caleb Smith is bringing us to lap 42 here as they're coming out of turn 2 onto the back stretch now. Caleb Smith now with 4 laps led. Joshua Sprague. A lot of damage there. A lot of damage. Eyes on Robert Lavelle there in the 83 as he dips down. Got a little bit of front end damage there as he's running behind Jim Sagridu there in the 21. Alex Leiball there in the 23. He's falling back to 7th after starting 2nd tonight. Christian Tinkler, though, currently in 8th. As he's up 12 spots tonight. Brody Deaver, who we've seen cause that last wreck, he's currently in 3rd after starting 22nd. And Jerry Bergeron is our leader with 7 laps to go to the stage. Jerry Bergeron last pitted at lap 25. I do not think Jerry is going to have enough fuel to finish this out. And he definitely has front end damage. I'm not sure if Zach Cato knows that or not, but Jerry Bergeron has significant front end damage. Looks like Zach Cato's just coming out to get a little air, cool the car down as he's pushing Jerry Bergeron through lap 44 up to 45. Really curious at when Jerry Bergeron is going to pit. He should need to pit here soon. I do not think it's possible that he saved that much gas. We're definitely going to keep an eye on that. But we're going to keep bouncing around here. We still got 6 laps to stage. So we're looking at Sebastian Michaels now. Sebastian Michaels. Not sure. That's Nicholas Miliband, his teammate on Rebel Racing. They're running together. Sebastian in 7th position as Nicholas Miliband back in 21st. Looks like Nicholas Miliband is definitely down a lap. Tyler Hoffman still in the race, been involved, caused several wrecks tonight. Hopefully he's able to maintain a solid car, you know, tone it down just a hair. Ryan Richardson is no longer with us as we're back up to Robert Lavelle. Touching base with Jerry Bergeron as we see Zach Cato. Zach Cato, who is also a lap down, is now back out in front of leader Jerry Bergeron. A lot of cars are probably going to consider passing Jerry Bergeron as we see one. It looks like he's fishing. No way he's hot just yet. It looks like he's fishing to see if he can get help. The 77, they're right behind Jerry Bergeron. I think he wants a round two as he's making his move. Jerry Bergeron right on Zach Cato's back bumper there as he's trying to prevent the 77 from coming around. Really curious to see if Jerry Bergeron managed to save enough fuel. Now running behind Zach Cato, it's definitely going to help his cause. Oh, we got one in the wall. Really curious to see if Jerry Bergeron is able to stay out without pitting. We may have to let Highline Racing Network officials know. They're going to have him come in and get that car inspected. Not curious. It does look like he's slowing back here. There he goes. Jerry Bergeron heading down pit lane. Caleb Smith at lap 48 has now taken over as the leader. Caleb Smith, lap 49, coming into turn 3. It does appear as Caleb Smith is going to win stage 2 at the Monday night fight at Dega. As he's through turn 4, no challengers in sight. Oh, wow. Caleb Smith is coming down pit road as well. Who is going to be the leader now? Caleb Smith went down pit road. It looks like it's Alex Leeball. Alex Leeball has it. I guess Caleb Smith was not going to have the fuel to make it back around. So Alex Leeball, we're going to take it back and make sure. We're going to make sure. As we're watching Alex Leeball come around. We know that Eric Hayden is down a lap at this point, as we saw him go into the wall hard and have to pit earlier. And we're going to watch as Alex Leeball is going to come across the start-finish right here. Bring it back just a little here. I wanted to see Alex Leeball come across this. We're going to have to play with this one. I want to bring it back just a hair. While we're in a caution, we might as well. See if we can't see it from this angle. Not quite sure we're going to, but we're certainly going to try. I think we're going to have to learn this one just a little bit more. It shows them coming through right here, so it should be soon. There it was. We're going to take it back live. As we did confirm, we just wanted to kind of see what some of these camera angles would do as we were taking a look at a photo finish there. It took us forever to figure it out. As we're taking a look here at Stage 2 winner Alex Leeball of LSH. For the most part, I do believe LSH has, for the most part, pretty much disbanded as of late. I'm not sure. Perhaps Alex Leeball is going to either end up signing with a different team or he is going to end up creating a team. I'm not quite sure just yet. Beautiful view of Talladega. We're going to take a look, though. We're going to head over and take a look down pit road. It looks like most of these guys are actually back out on track. As Jerry Bergeron, looks like he's going to take us down pit road right now. Jerry Bergeron gonna fill up. As Sebastian Michaels is going to end up taking over the lead with Nick Agricoli right behind him. As we're one to green right now. Our top 10 at the moment: Sebastian Michaels, Nick Agricoli, Alex Lieball, Brian Heppard, Christian Tinkler. Our top 5 with Gage Wenzel, Gary Grant, Zachary Cato, Bentley Cole, and Stephen Jordan rounding out the top 10. Brian Hebbard there on the high side. And Kristen Tinkler there in the black 38 on the bottom, right behind Alex Lieball. Taking a look at our biggest gainers as we come into turn 3, Gary Grant. Gary Grant up 20 spots. Gary Grant there as we're coming out of 3. As we're going to get back on board here with Sebastian Michaels and Nick Agricoli, as they are in pole position. They're going to take us back green one more time right here in Talladega as we're going to go to 53. Now be looking at cautions as needed. More than likely we'll be doing 5 laps of green flag racing before the caution comes out, as Sebastian is coming into the start zone.
Green flag.
And we are off. Alex Lieball right behind him. The 38 of Christian Tinkler right behind him as Brian Hebbard is pushing Nick Agricoli on the top side. Sebastian running a little higher on the bottom line than he probably should be. The NASCAR stuck in the middle at the moment. Sebastian Michaels really taking advantage of some solid pushing there in the 20 by the 23 car right behind him. Taking a look at that high side. Trying to take a good look at the high side as Zach Cato has now jumped up high. He's going to challenge. High side with the 40 there of Caleb Smith pushing. They were able to get by bottom with ease. As Zach Cato of AWR leading the way. Things are getting dicey right behind him though, as seeing a lot of cars going below the apron in the bottom line. I absolutely love that number 6 car. That is my style right there. That is a beautiful car. Highline Racing Network right across the hood. Good stuff. Zach Cato and admin, the Highline Racing Network team. Oh, in the 40. Now coming low as Zach's moving up high to team up with Alex Lieball. Watching these guys battle all the way through the start finish. Back over to watch Alex Leiball pushing Zach Cato on the top side. Justin Lee Pearson right behind Alex Leiball. We got one going below the yellow. He gets it back up without incident. Sebastian Michaels right behind him, playing it safe. As the Zach Cato, Alex Leiball, Justin Lee Pearson pain train is taking it to the bottom line. It looks like they're not putting in the faith that these other guys are going to be able to battle them. It's going to be able to overtake them on the high line, it looks like. Through 57 as we're heading to 75. 19 laps to go. We do have 3 green-white checkers. We got somebody in chat saying amen. I agree to that. The high line is starting to form. They're starting to challenge as they're coming down, trying to side draft, trying to slow down that bottom lane. As Brian Hebert bells on him, he's going bottom. Zach Cato definitely playing the part of the leader at the moment. He's moving high, he's moving low. Oh, he pushes one high. They're in the wall. He's stuck in the middle now. That wasn't the smartest move at the time. He's now giving up position. He is falling back. Bentley Cole is now moved up in front, along with Caleb Smith in front of Zach Cato, with Alex Leiball leading the bottom line now with Justin Lee Pearson. Zach Cato not saying I'm done yet. He's back to the high side, making a move as he drops down in right behind Bentley Cole in front of Caleb Smith. We have got a serious battle up front. This is some beautiful racing. Oh, and just like that, Zach Cato makes a move and he's back in the lead on the bottom line right in front of Alex Leiball. This is some top-notch racing. This is beautiful. We got our logo of DRSN up high. Our friend Christian Murphy from DRSN as we got Caleb Smith in the wall. Looks like he has saved it. Oh my God, I can't believe he saved that. He's still in it. Doesn't look like he's lost draft. We're going to swap it up. We're going to run the ticker at the top as we got Cato on the bottom. We got Justin Lee Pearson, his teammate, fighting as well. Wow, what a move. What a move by Bentley Cole. He's not going to let Justin Lee Pearson and Zach Cato link up as he's going to stay right in between. Cato says, no, sir. No, sir, I want it back as he's linking up high with Alex Leiball. Going to overtake. Is he going to sell Alex Leiball out? Is he going to drop down in front of Justin Lee Pearson? Or is he going to bring Alex Leiball with him? It looks like he's trying to pull Alex Leiball before he does it. But it looks like Brian Hayes is in the mix too. They're in the 47. So we've got 3 AWR guys up high. Right behind. We got 3, yes indeed, right behind Alex Leiball of LSH. We got a battle up front. These AWR drivers are fighting each other along with Alex Leiball. We're 15 laps to go and we're still green. Zach Cato back in the lead. He says enough is enough. I've got to get down. I've got to get down. Alex Lieball probably was hot. He probably knew that. He might be playing it. He might move back up high here in a moment, trying to let Alex Lieball cool down perhaps. But once again, Bentley Cole says, I know better than that. I'll take it. Bentley Cole being very, very impressive in that 77 Black Rifle car. Oh, now what's going to happen? Alex Lieball and Zach Cato moved all the way up to the high side. Zach Cato's not giving up. He wants to try to save Alex as much as he can, it looks like, as we're 3 wide. But Zach Cato is losing position. Zach Cato really wants this win tonight. He is battling. Zach Cato back linked up with Alex Lieball. Jim Segredo right behind him as Brian Hayes is there on the high side. Justin Lee Pearson still in the mix with Sebastian Michaels right behind him. Zach Cato really driving like an all-star tonight, I gotta say. And Alex Lieball. Alex Lieball's had some bad luck here as of late. He's been involved in some late pushes. He was in Daytona. He was the driver that turned Brian Hubbard. So hopefully those bad omens are gone as Alex Lieball jumping to the high side with 10 laps to go. I don't know if that's the smartest move other than he was probably hot. But now more than likely he's going to see Kyle Cameron of AWR more than likely is going to end up dropping low at some point in front of his teammate. Zach Cato. But he does have Brian Hayes right behind him at the moment. Love the car, Brian, but you can't really see the numbers on that car all that well as Brian Hayes is dropping it low. Brian Hayes making his bid. Is Nick going to be able to link up with Brian and push him as now Kyle Cameron. Kyle Cameron drops down in front of Brian. Another lead change. It's never ending as Zach Cato is falling all the way back to 6th. Kyle Cameron, the captain of AWR, leading the way at the moment. We're in the battle blimp as we're watching here for we're 9 laps to go. Brian Hayes locked on to the 55, but Justin Lee Pearson really on a big run with Zach Cato coming up fast right behind him. Big bump to Justin Lee Pearson. Oh, looks like the 47 of Brian Hayes and Kyle Cameron are going to get a little off kilter there as they're going to slow down significantly, but the wreck is avoided. Sebastian Michaels really needs to get on the bumper of Alex Leeball while he has the opportunity. Justin Lee Pearson with Zach Cato leading the way. This is a very tough duo to beat, but are they battling at the moment? We shall see. As we're now 7 laps to go. We're back on Brian Hayes. We're going into the cockpit with Brian Hayes. We are in the onboard cam where Brian Hayes is right behind Kyle Cameron with Justin Lee Pearson and Zach Cato right there on the high side. 189 miles an hour, 190. Justin Lee Pearson drops down. Cato is probably hot. Justin may come back up and pull him. He does indeed, just letting his teammate cool off as they are battling up front. Brian Hayes running an outstanding race. Good to see him this late. But Justin Lee Pearson leading the way in the iRacers Lounge podcast, AWR car. If you want to stay up to speed on all the latest and greatest technology revolving around iRacing specifically, you want to watch the iRacers Lounge podcast. Five laps to go. It looks like a lot of cars are coming down pit road as our leader, along with Zach Cato, Justin Lee Pearson has lost control, and that is probably going to ruin his position. But don't give up. Fight. You got to fight. It's Kyle Cameron now leading the way. He's more than likely going to be pitting here on this lap, if not the next. We're 4 laps to go. It looks like they're still not pitting. Kyle Cameron, Jim Segredo, Brian Hubbard, Alex Leebaugh, and Greg Wenzel currently leading the way. Eric Aiden coming back on track. Several more cars heading into pit. Jim Segredo in second with Brian Hebert currently in third in the Buffalo Bills car. Caleb Smith right behind him as we're 2 laps to go. I do believe, I cannot imagine that they're gonna have the fuel. Kyle Cameron, he's heading into pit. As Jim Segredo is gonna take us to the white flag. Really, really shocked to see if Jim Segredo's got the fuel. We are on the final lap. Is Brian Hebert gonna make a move on Jim Segredo? We are in the middle of the backstretch. Does Jim have enough fuel? As Jim is moving around kind of erratically there. I thought he was gonna go high, but he comes back down. Maybe, just maybe, he's trying to outthink Brian Hebert as Brian Hebert's making a move. Brian Hebert's making a move. As they're coming to the finish, they're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. Oh, there's contact. Jim Segredo's going around. Jim Segredo's going around. It looks like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It looks like Brian Hebert has gotten the win. Brian Hebert has gotten the win here tonight on the Monday Night Fight, no Highline Racing Network here in Talladega for his first Highline Racing Network win in history. Congratulations to Brian Hebert. We're going to go back and see it one more time. We are going to see it. We're going to watch it here, and we're going to take it quarter speed. Right here, he's neck and neck with Jim Segredo as they're getting ready to come in, entering into the start zone in the tri-oval here. Right here, Jim Segredo still has the lead. That's where Jim and them touch. Jim loses control. Jim is now out of contention. Here's where it's going to get really, really close. Going to see if I can't get a photo finish look. Right there it is. It does look like actually Brian Hebert. Oh, this car. It looks like we're going to end up having. Let's see here. The 3 is being tracked, if I'm not mistaken, he's being tracked as 8. He is. And he was a lap down. So he is not in contention here, but Brian may not have known that at the time. And Brian Hebert is our winner. We're going to get him in, and we're going to talk to him, but we're going to try to get eyes on, see if Brian Hebert is doing a burnout or anything. He is beginning. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get eyes on much of the burnout. Well, let's see if we can't get Brian in here. Looking through the chat. Not seeing Brian in the waiting room. All right, here he comes. Brian Hubbard finally in victory lane on the Highline Racing Network on the Monday night fight at Talladega. I got to ask, did you know that the 8 car that was there on the high side of you, did you know he was not lead lap at the time?
Right in the moment, I didn't. I thought it was going to be, photo finish right there. But after we crossed the line, I took a look at the relatives, saw his name in blue, and started the celebration, man.
I know, man. I was watching it too, and I seen, when Jim and you guys touched and Jim lost control, it looked like he probably touched the apron and just a hair, and it threw him off just enough. And you were going, and I seen that car come out on the high side, and I was like, oh man, what's going to happen here? And I thought initially, from at the camera angle I had at the time, I thought you still won. But then I saw the replay, and I was a little confused because I immediately thought, oh, he won, but I realized real quick that he was in 21st place at the time. And you indeed representing in the Buffalo Bills 87 car, representing CNY Garage solo tonight without your teammate Michael Jennings, and you come out victorious. It was something else. And you gotta admit that from watching, those last 10, 15 laps, maybe even 20 laps there, with the way everybody was battling up front and the lane changes, and there was nobody that wasn't going to get sold out. It made for some outstanding racing. But from the winner's perspective, what do you say?
Yeah, man. I mean, coming to 5 to go, I was in 14th. I honestly thought I was out of it. All I really could do was just try to save just enough fuel. So I was kind of purposely hanging back for a while, and then once it was go time, I really didn't have any go in the car, but finally about 3 laps to go, it was able to turn itself on and bring it up front and get the win for us.
Yeah, we were pulling for you, man. We've seen 2 races in a row, with Dover and Daytona, where you were up front leading the way at the end of the race, just to see it all come to an end on a bad push, for example, but tonight, was your night. And on behalf of Highline Racing Network, we want to let you know, we're extremely happy for you. Congratulations. We skipped over bringing in Caleb Smith or even Jim Sagridu, our other podium finishers, because we were itching to get you in and hear from you, man. And we're through the roof for you. Congratulations, and we'll let you give a shout out, and then we'll get second place in here of Jim Sagridu.
Yeah, thank you, man. That race was a lot of fun. I mean, that third stage to go 25 laps caution free and battling as much as we were, and everyone keeping it all together. I mean, that was great. So hats off to all the guys that were out in this race tonight. We put together a really good show. Shout out to my teammate Michael Jennings. He couldn't make it tonight. He has a very cranky 10-month-old at home, so he wasn't able to make it out, but he was rooting for me from home.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and hopefully we'll see Michael Jennings with you next race. We'll get you back down with the guys, and we'll get Jim Sagrido in here.
All right, Tommy. Thanks again, buddy.
Yes, sir. Jim
Second gap, almost every lap.
You are now in the booth. You got comms.
Oh, I got comms, buddy. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. For the Monday night fight at Talladega, I got to say, especially after, some of the drivers that were causing some issues, as those guys started to dissipate a little bit, that last 25 laps was remarkable. And the lane changes, specifically from like lap 15 on, between who the leader, we had a new leader almost, it felt like every other turn there with guys dropping low. Nobody was safe. Anybody and everybody could have been sold out at any given time there. And as you come around there in the lead, you and Brian Hubbard touch doors. You lose control there a little bit and still manage to pull out a P2 finish, but essentially relinquishing the victory to Brian Hubbard getting his first ever Highline Racing Network win. That's the tale of the tape from the booth, but we want to hear it from the voice. We want to hear it from the jet. What do you got?
Oh man, if you had heard the chat, that was some of the funnest racing I think we've ever been a part of. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on broadcast. That was literally, if you were listening to the chat, all of us were laughing, having a good time. The lead changing every single lap, like you said. Everyone was just enjoying each other's company, giving each other breaks, being patient, but also just having fun. And that's the whole point of the Highline Racing Network. It's just to go out there where the cool guys drive and have fun. For me, I ran out of fuel. I ran out of fuel. It was a fuel mileage race for the last 10 laps. So me and Kyle were in line and we were saying, listen, if we hold steady, we're probably going to run out of fuel right at the start finish line. Well, we miscalculated a little bit. I thought I saved enough. And then as soon as we exited the tri-oval, I had Lavelle behind me and then I ran out of fuel. So that's what it looked like from my cockpit standpoint.
Well, I know I told you guys I was trying to figure out fuel. I set up, I think, 5 different test sessions back to back to back to back as I was trying to come up with a fuel concept that was going to put people in a window of opportunity or demise there at the end. And we've seen several guys that were up front leading the way. I thought for sure, I was like, wow, they're going to have to pit. And of all of them, you were the one that was able to manage enough and stay out enough to at least finish and, under the circumstance, pull a P2. That,
but I'll tell you,
that was something else.
I'll tell you, the way our drivers tonight performed, just by being patient. I know the lead changed every lap at that point in the last final run, but at that point, a lot of the pack stayed patient. And when you're patient, you can save fuel. And I thought everyone did an excellent job at the most point of doing that. And in the end, you just have very exciting results when you're patient. Good things happen. And tonight it happened for our team, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And taking a look here, though, trying to see looking at our results tab. Very, very strange. It is showing, it's pulling up the wrong stuff for our race results tab at the moment. But our podium is showing correct. That is something else. It confused me there for a minute. We're going to have to take a look at that. But you're absolutely right. From the booth, it was phenomenal. We seen some outstanding racing up front. That last 25 laps was remarkable. And, we want to congratulate you and, for pulling in a podium finish. And we'll let you give a shout out if you'd like. And then we don't have Caleb Smith available. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up Monday night. And I'll talk to you guys here momentarily.
Well, I think the first things first, we need to congratulate you, Mr. Rogers, on your fantastic leadership of this Highline Racing Network, the ability to broadcast in spectacular fashion. You just do an amazing job in leading us to outstanding performances week in and week out in this Highline Racing Series League, and tonight of all Mondays, having a great broadcast tonight as well. So outstanding performance, outstanding leadership on your part. Congratulations, buddy. Shout out to Highline Racing Network. Shout out to AWR. We're going to keep things rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. We'll talk to you here shortly and we'll get this wrapped up. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Going to try to take a look one more time. Here, not sure why it is not showing. It really should have been showing us it really should have showed Jim Sagridu there P2. I'm not sure why it's not at the moment, but we'll look into that. That's not a showstopper by any means. But you know, this is something new. We weren't, you know, coming into Sunday. We didn't realize we were going to start broadcasting as, you know, today. We didn't realize we were going to start broadcasting as much. But we got a lot to offer, and we're going to keep bringing it on a regular basis. So definitely keep an eye out. Definitely join us on the Highline Racing Network. And I'm Tommy Rogers, and we will see you next time.
Please don't leave. See y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm in the lane, speeding like a horse. Nothing can contain me. Hit open pause. Every race I'm taking, you know what I leave a coast. Counting all the wins, it's me they love the most. Watch me wiggle, watch me jiggle. I'm the king.